The movie begins. We see Melanie crawling out of a grave, while an unknown creature appears with an axe. It mercilessly kills her. 1 year later, Melanie's sister Clover and her friends are traveling to the place where she vanished. They reach the site and play a video of Melanie. It was the very last evidence she had left. The chances were slim, but Clover didn't want to miss any opportunity to find her sister. Megan, who had psychic powers, suggested they try a spirit ritual. The others weren't happy, but they all joined hands. Megan began the process. Just then, a van distracted them, making Clover walk straight into a shop. She asked the shopkeeper about her sister, but he denied everything. He said the girl must have been in an accident. Then, he told them about the missing people. All of them were connected to the Glore Valley. Now, Clover felt determined. Everyone got into the van to set out for the valley. On the way, heavy rain started, making their search difficult. Suddenly, the sky ahead completely cleared, while behind them, it was still raining heavily. They saw a house in front of them and a spooky graveyard. The other friends went inside the house. Clover, however, remained standing where she was. She saw a shadow and walked into the rain. Her boyfriend, Max, followed right behind her. Meanwhile, inside the mansion, the others began noticing strange things. Nina saw a register. It had Clover's sister's name written on it several times. Megan went toward the bathroom. The mirror was covered in thick dust. Abe, who was fond of videography, was capturing everything on his camera. When he entered one of the rooms, he saw posters on the wall. Among them was a photo of Clover's sister. Meanwhile, Clover was still searching for her sister in the rain. Suddenly, someone pulled her back. It was Max. Everyone gathered again inside the mansion and began sharing their strange experiences. Clover said that she had heard her sister's voice. Just then, Nina noticed that the clock had started moving on its own, even though no one had touched it. Outside, loud noises began echoing. When they looked, they saw that their van was moving away. Terrified, they locked themselves inside the mansion. As everyone reached the basement, Max noticed windows carved into the walls, resembling an ancient design. Just then, Clover found a landline phone. It wasn't working. Meanwhile, Megan found a walkie-talkie. She kept calling out, "Is anyone there? Can you hear us?" Upstairs, Abe and Nina suddenly heard a loud door slam shut. Abe went to check. Nina sensed something terrible had happened. Slowly, she moved forward in the corridor. Abe's body was lying on the floor, cut into 2 pieces. When the others rushed to the scene, they found Nina too, lying drenched in blood. Max told everyone that a masked killer had entered the mansion. In a panic, they all scattered and hid. Hearing footsteps, Max grabbed a chair and attacked, but the masked killer didn't even flinch. Instead, he struck back and killed Max on the spot. Megan, trembling, hid inside a wardrobe. She watched in fear as the silent figure slowly approached her. Clover grabbed a knife and charged forward, but her attack had no effect. Clover ran straight into the forest. There, she saw a figure like her sister, but before she could speak, the killer impales her from behind. After this, the sand timer resets, taking the group back to the moment that caused this whole disaster. Now, the whole group's photos were added to the wall. Megan sensed something dark. Abe suggested they should escape, but Nina did not agree. She told him to be cautious. Suddenly, the door starts creaking open and slamming shut by itself. Abe closes the door with the help of Max. Then they hear Mel's voice calling for help. Clover tries to go out, but everyone warns her. She ignores them and rushes out, witnessing a new house in front of her. Something drags Clover forcefully towards the other house. Max tries to go after her, but Abe stops him, warning that he'll die just like her. Inside the strange house, Clover wakes up surrounded by eerie masks. In the corner, an old woman breathes through an oxygen tank, listening to a news report about a local disaster. Clover tries the door, but it's locked. The old woman approaches. Clover pleads to be let out. The woman tells her there's only one way: survive the night or become a part of it. She then grabs Clover's face, suffocating her with the mask, transferring her essence while the old woman slowly crumbles to dust. Back at the car, Abe and Nina try to leave, only to be blocked by a monstrous figure. Desperate, Abe slams the car into reverse, but the doors lock themselves, trapping them inside. The masked figure appears and kills both of them. Max finally reaches the building. He finds a room filled with old toys. A chair swings by itself. He turns around, only to be slashed by Clover. She staggers outside, only to be struck by Abe's Jeep, driven by the killer. The cycle resets once again. This time, they notice a water tank that wasn't there before. They barricade themselves in a bathroom. Abe drinks water from the tap and offers it to the others. Clover shares what the old woman told her. They have to survive the night to break free. Max suggests maybe all they need to do is not die until dawn. But if they fail, they'll be trapped here forever. Suddenly, Abe begins to cough violently. He tries to hide it, but blood spews from his mouth and splashes onto Nina. He tries to wash it off, but Megan stops her, realizing the water is poisoned. Nina also explodes. Megan is next. She too bursts apart. Clover begs Max to kill her before it's too late, hoping they can come back and try again. But Max can't do it. He explodes right in front of her. A man steps into the room. It's the cashier from the store. He coldly tells Clover she almost made it, but she can't survive by sitting still. Her head explodes instantly. The timer restarts. Everyone is back at the beginning. Megan feels something strange. She's growing an extra tooth. Clover points out that waiting for the timer won't work. They need a plan. They start searching the house for clues. Clover finds old IDs belonging to the store owner, Dr. Hill, who once worked as the town psychiatrist. Abe finds a newspaper article about a mining disaster that struck Glore Valley 20 years ago. According to the report, the miners dug too deep, killing over 1,000 people. Dr. Hill was brought in to help survivors deal with the trauma. That's when they realize this town was buried alive during that disaster. Max then discovers a VHS tape. When he plays it, they see a man trapped in a lab, begging to be let out. The doctor overseeing the experiment explains that the patient is showing signs of starvation, muscle atrophy, and, most importantly, intense fear and anxiety, feelings of hopelessness, utter despair. He adds that the trauma from the mining disaster still lingers, affecting both survivors and newcomers alike. The longer they're trapped, the more desperate they become, eventually transforming into monsters known as Wendigos. Suddenly, the radio crackles to life. Hill's voice comes through. He tells them there's a way out, but one of them has to die for the rest to escape Glore Valley. Clover refuses to sacrifice anyone. She finds a map of the town and points out the location where she believes the doctor is hiding. Clover demands to see him face to face. Hill agrees, but only if she comes alone. Abe thinks it's a good idea. They have just 4 nights left. No one in the registry has survived past 13 signatures. They need to try. Clover agrees to meet Hill, who reveals he's in the woods with her sister. The others try to stop her, but Abe steps aside, reminding them they can't keep dying forever. Nina snaps. She impales Abe with a pickaxe, furious that he's encouraging Clover to chase her sister. She orders Megan and Max to go after Clover while she stays with her boyfriend's lifeless body. Meanwhile, Clover wanders into the woods, only to be caught in a trap. As she struggles, she's pulled into a dark shadow. Megan and Max follow her trail with a flashlight, determined to find her. Suddenly, some goo falls onto Megan's shirt. They look up and are horrified to see a Wendigo above them. They sprint toward the house, but Megan trips and falls through glass that reveals an old buried building beneath. Each movement cracks the glass further. Max grabs her hand, trying to pull her up, but the Wendigo pounces. Both Megan and the creature plunge into the underground building. The monster drags Megan's body into the darkness. Meanwhile, a Wendigo appears in front of Nina and Abe. Without mercy, it slashes them both to death. Max keeps searching and finds Clover alive but still trapped. Out of the shadows, a terrifying Wendigo emerges. Before it can attack, Max quickly grabs a mousetrap and slams it onto its face. It buys them just enough time to run deeper into the woods. Clover begs Max to end it this time, promising they'll come back and fix things better next time. Max hesitates, then slashes her. Clover wakes up again. Another cycle begins. Abe feels something strange on his back. When he shows the others, they're horrified to see he's mutating. Desperate to calm him, they tell him he's fine. Clover asks how long they've been stuck there. Max guesses maybe 4 nights, but Nina corrects him. It's been 13 nights. She urges Clover to check the registry book, explaining that no one has ever made it past 13 nights. They have to survive this one if they want to escape the town alive. When Clover looks out the window, she sees an eerie row of gloomy houses that weren't there before. She realizes they can't remember what happened last time or the time before that. Megan is missing, and no one remembers anything except Abe. He's been recording everything on his phone. He shows them some videos. In one, a claw is seen wriggling on Clover's face. When she turns around, her face is turned into that of a monster. Other clips show them dying over and over. The final recording is of Megan, who decided to follow Dr. Hill, hoping to see what he's hiding, maybe even find a way out. A siren wails outside. Through the window, they see Wendigos approaching the building. The group grabs whatever weapons they can find and decides to search for Megan. That means going through the doorway they'd been too scared to enter before. It turns out the walkway is a tunnel leading to the sunken village. They make it into one of the buildings, only to find a Wendigo rummaging through some remains. The group stays perfectly still, but one of the creatures spots them. Clover quickly traps its leg with a pickaxe, giving them a chance to run. Inside a nearby room, the masked figure suddenly crashes through the roof. The creature lunges at Clover. Max shouts at her to go find Megan while he distracts it. Max and the others attack the creature together, finally taking it down with a hammer to the skull. Meanwhile, Clover is attacked by Melanie, but this time she shoves her onto an iron bar on the floor, killing her instantly. Clover finds Megan trapped in a lab with a chained window snarling across from her. Clover runs to the next room to find the key, only for Dr. Hill to slam the door shut behind her. Reading her file on the table, Dr. Hill reveals that she's been an intriguing patient suffering from severe depression, extreme anxiety, and 2 failed suicide attempts. He explains that every monster she's seen in this valley is a reflection of her own fears. As he backs Clover into a corner, she spots a leaking water pipe and carefully places his coffee mug beneath it. She puts it back on his desk for him to drink. Megan is terrified as the creature across from her starts to break free. Seconds after Dr. Hill drinks his coffee, he starts to feel sick. Realizing what's happened, he lunges at Clover, but she shoves him away and he explodes. Clover grabs the key and races to rescue Megan just before the Wendigo breaks loose. They escape together, slamming the door behind them. But it's not over yet. Other creatures are now chasing them. With time almost gone, they see an opening and make a run for it. Max and the others find them just in time and pull them out of the hole. This time, the timer doesn't restart. The sky clears and the endless storm finally stops. Abe, already in his car, shouts for everyone to get in so they can leave this nightmare behind. But before the movie ends, we see the TV screens turning back on, hinting that there's something more than this happy ending.